Hi, Jeremy here for Common Collected with Steve.
Hey, what's up, X-Fans?
Today we're doing something special. I'm going to open up what's possibly the first action figure I ever bought from 1994. It's X-Men's Morph, and I've held on to this figure for that whole time. Eventually ended up going back and collecting all the ones that I missed from 1991 to 94, and have been staring at this Morph with these interchangeable heads in the package for nearly 30 years and have never opened it. So I think I should do that today. How's that sound?
Let's do it.
Just kidding. Do you have the other one? So the way I'm gonna do that is because I saw another one that's a nice donor morph that's in a beat up package, and we're gonna open this one, and I can keep the one from my childhood still in minty condition. And I even found an old photo of my collection from around 97, so maybe a few years after I got this Morph figure. But it shows some of the very first X-Men figures that I got, and more than likely he was not even in the current wave. He was probably clearanced out and from the leftovers, the remnants of that wave, and they had probably moved on to the newer style art.
Well, and I just remember from my perspective when we were buying the X-Men figures, just how exciting it was to find Beast and Morph. You know, being pre-internet, you didn't know, you walked into a store and it was there. And hopefully it wasn't just the peg warmers like Sauron or Strife or some of the other Wolverines that no one wanted. And to get those final last couple of classic characters other than Jubilee, Jean Grey, and I think Rogue even came a little bit afterwards. But it was so cool just seeing them.
And to me, one of the reasons that this one was special was because I missed the main characters in the first few waves, and Morph was about as close as I got to one of the main characters from the cartoon. Let's open it up.
All right.
But not this one.
Oh.
I'll let you put that one down.
All right.
It almost feels like I'm opening my actual Morph figure. But I know I rebought a beat up one. So had I not waited 29 years, this is what it would have felt like when I was 9 years old. And here he is finally. All the little heads are free. There's Evil Morph. Oh, Wolverine's head just rolled out. There's Cyclops' head. I'm touching him for the first time. And I've never bought a loose one. Like, genuinely, this is the first time I think I've ever even felt a loose Morph. How can you not just want to pull the head off?
The gumminess of the heads.
Wow. And you know what? I don't know. It works really well.
It does.
It pops on and off like pretty darn good. Here's Evil Morph. He's got elbow articulation. That was the first time in 29 years his elbow bent.
It's like a Tin Woodsman moment.
He is. Shoulders are nice and stiff. He's got hips and knees. He could ride some kind of a Wolverine motorcycle or something. Well, his feet, separate far enough. But the inside of those kneecaps have not seen air in 29 years. So there's Evil Morph. We can pop him off and morph into Wolverine. I feel like the suit does match perfectly.
It really does. That's where, like, the training uniform. Their heads look really similar too.
It is a different body, but it's got a similar paint style.
Yep.
The Morph is more like a Cyclops kind of body. He's got like more abs, and the Wolverine, he's like beefier.
Yeah.
And the head looks like almost the same. It's very similar.
It is.
The Morph version of the Wolverine head is a little bit crazier.
He's
kookier.
He's going for Berserker rage. He actually does look like the Dr. Claw a little bit.
And then we can morph Wolverine into Cyclops, which he looks pretty good too, but I wonder if the Cyclops figure would have had blue shoulders because it doesn't, match the suit on the back of his neck there.
Yeah. It still looks good. I always thought that he looked way better as Cyclops than seeing Wolverine as a taller, more slender guy.
So let's check out this Fleer Ultra card. And they are just scotch taped on here.
Off the top of my head, I have no idea who Wildside is.
Now I know, since cases of Fleer Ultra 94 go for like $400, even with the scotch tape, this card must be worth grading. We could probably send it in.
Oh, the glue will be great.
Pull a 9.5. What do you think? With the tape included.
There you go. The certain earlier ones that you'd have like Marvel Universe Series 1, I think, and then there was the Series 2 cards, and those ones, if you flipped them over, it would say Toy Biz on the back. But I'm not seeing it on the Fleer Ultras, so... Well, and while we're, like, because you said Morph was always a favorite character of yours, right? Was it because he was...
Partially, I think, because of the figure, but because I had one of the X-Men storybooks. I don't know if you remember those.
No.
I don't have them anymore, but they made X-Men cartoon storybooks.
Okay.
And one of those, at least one of those books, was like about Morph's story.
Really?
So I guess I remember it from that too.
And what a time to not
to...
only be opening up your first ever Morph figure, but now pretty much the second animated Morph one.
Possibly. Do you think there was a third figure in between that maybe we forgot about?
I doubt it, other than that one keychain for X-Men 97 where he still has the white head. If you want to count the Age of Apocalypse one, that I don't.
So this might be the second Morph ever.
And last.
And there's his feet. Also, it has the VHS inspired art, which I used to have the X-Men VHS.
Wow.
Until we got the DVD set. So then we sold all the videos. Check out that packaging. Just slides on right out of there. What's this gonna be? His Wolverine head? His Cyclops head? Oh, it's the evil Morph head. And 2 hands. Oh, they gave him the leather jacket. Oh, that's awesome. Toy advancements in 29 years. Generally, I think people aren't too crazy about the cell shading, but with a figure like this, if we're never going to get another version of it, then I think it's not too bad. It's not particularly like annoying, but I really like the jacket. I don't know if the face is quite perfect. The hair looks good,
Yeah.
But shall we try to transform him into Evil Morph?
Let's do it. I tell you what, you do the Marvel Legends. I'll do the Toy Viz.
Little stiff there because he's new. There you go. Looks pretty evil.
Yeah.
The new one has a yellow bottom.
Okay.
Just saying. And the new one, of course, no leather jacket.
I still really like the face on the Toy Biz one. I do like the darker hair of the Marvel Legend, but I just, maybe it's because I grew up for so long with the original Morph. Gosh, I think in the cartoon, I don't know if he had the gloves either. I think he had bare arms. I could be wrong, but for old time's sake, we wanted to see if, like the old Toy Biz, could we make a Cyclops head work on Morph? Jeremy, I'll give you the honors.
And you can do that one.
So this is the old Bucky Cap mold with the larger...
Oh, it doesn't quite work.
Let's see it. So it's floppy. So if you had sticky tack, does it scale well? Does it look good, or does he look too small?
It only looks good if you have his chin down.
Okay.
But his head, like, in different poses, probably would not quite work. So maybe the socket is not the right size.
Let's see how it looks.
If you don't touch it.
His head's a little high on
If you don't touch it, it's okay, but...
His head's a little high on that peg, too. I gotta hand it to this one. Looks better with the Cyclops head.
I'm gonna leave him with the Evil Morph face.
Nice. I have thought about that. I don't know how to display him. Do I like having the evil head next to Mr. Sinister, or do you go with the good head and have him with the X-Men? I wish they gave him a gas gun. Well, or even this one, it's just that he tranked the security guard with and said nighty night. But it's just so great that they made it. And I'm so glad we got to witness you opening your Morph.
Almost.
Well,
Sort of.
Amorph, and we're so glad that you could be a part of it as well, that you got to see Jeremy finally get to have an open morph toy.
And I got to play with him and switch his heads around for the first time in 29 years.
And you know what? We have so many other videos. If you like Lego, we have our Just Build It channels. If you like other vintage toys, we also have, I'm sure, something that's being suggested to you right now. And we also have our Diecast channel. So be sure to check out more of Common Collected, and we'll see you next time, guys. And if you want to check out some of our other vintage videos, or vintage videos. That wasn't bad. You want, like, how do you...
It might be entertaining.
Okay.